Story time! Hey everyone, it's Black Knight 657. Now for today's story, I want to share my experience of going to my very first house party. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have gone to house parties before, whether that's in high school or college or maybe even, as adults. I'm not sure, actually, I'm not sure if adults even have house parties. I mean, if they do, they probably have get-togethers. I don't know. Anyways, though, but yeah, so I gotta say here, like for me personally, I was never a party person. Like I was always like the guy who stayed at his home, like, play video games or watch TV, or like pretty much like the guy who just minded his own business. So I didn't get involved with any parties. I didn't really much get involved with anyone who was like, I guess like outgoing. Now I'm not saying like I wasn't a outgoing person. Like yeah, I did socialize and everything, but it just wasn't my thing. Plus, also, I didn't like drinking or doing anything like that either. But yeah, so my first house party. This happened, if I recall right, back in 2008 when I was 16, and I basically got pressured into going. So here's what happened, or how it all started first. This was between me and my friends. We were all talking, and one of my friends actually was hosting a house party. So we helped her out to get the stuff and pretty much like get together, invite people and whatever else. And if I recall right, I think it was celebrating. I forgot if it was celebrating either her birthday or something happened. I don't know, but it was just mainly a house party where she just invited like a lot of people from like her schools and everything. But anyways, and so then of course she invited us to go over, and everybody said yeah, except for me. I didn't really want to go. I was like, nah, that's not my thing. I'm not into parties or this and that. I wasn't even into dancing. And funny enough, I actually love dancing now, but back then I hated dancing. I had no rhythm or anything and so forth. But anyways, and that's for another story time. But anyways, but my friends eventually convinced me to go to this house party because they say, like, hey, it was gonna be there, we'll have fun, and I didn't even have to do anything. I didn't even have to like dance or whatever. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll go. And of course, they're all happy. So now the day arrives, and I'm a little nervous because, like I said, I've never been to a party before, or like a huge group together with a bunch of like teens or like older teens or whatever. So all of us go to the party, and yeah, it's like packed, pretty much like here. Those movies where you see those like parties like teens or here, for example, what's it called? Mean Girls. Not the new one though, but the old one back in like 2004. That scene where they had the Halloween party and like everybody is like scattered around or all the place. It was kind of like that. So it was a full house party. But anyways, so we get there, everybody's talking to each other, crowding, and there actually was a few drinks there too. And of course, teenagers are gonna be teenagers. And as far as I know, I think it was like high schoolers, and I think they even told me that they did invite like a few college students too. So yeah, I don't know, it was pretty wild. But yeah, so we get there and everything, and right away I was like, I don't want to be here at all. Like this wasn't my thing. So I was basically just around my friends, or the ones who invited me the whole entire time, and I've just stuck around with them, kind of talk with them, and I was even that guy where how like you see that person who's just leaning against the wall, like doing nothing, or just drinking their punch. I was like basically that person, that guy right there. So I wasn't really doing much, and then of course I was checking out the time. I was like, is this like over yet, or I'm already done with this, and so on and so forth. But anyway, so after like I think it was like an hour or so, then I guess that's when I finally like settled down. Like I finally said, you know what, hey, I'm here, I might as well try to make the most of it or something like that. So then I started to socialize a bit more, talk more, but I did not want to dance or anything still. But anyways, within our friend group, one of them did invite, I guess, like her friend as well, and she introduced us, and it was this tall girl. Like here, for the record, I would consider myself as like a short man, I guess, like on the shorter side because I'm 5'6". So, Like, I'm not like the average height was like, I think it's like 5'8" or 5'9", something like that for a man. But no, so I was like 5'6", so I was, kind of short and this and that. But anyways, but this girl right here, she was tall. Like if I had to guess her height, I think she had to be maybe like 5'10" or something like that. But anyways, so yeah, so we say hi and so on, and me and her just talked more, and she was, laughing at my dumb jokes or this and that and so forth. And what's funny too is that back then I thought nothing of it. It was just like just like some tall girl and this and that. And for the record too, I did not like tall girls at all. I did not. Back when I was in high school, like what for me to actually like the girl or whatever, she had to be either my height, if not shorter. If she's like an inch taller than me, no go. Like for me, that was like a what do you call them, done deals or so forth. I mean, like years later, I didn't care anymore. But anyways, so yeah, so she was nice, sweet and everything and so forth. But she was just way too tall for me. So I was like, no, whatever. But anyways, probably like a half hour later, that's when we started to get more comfortable, and we all started to get together. So then we go in the basement, and the basement was dark. However, it was filled with like strobe lights, those neon lights. Basically, that's where all like the dancing was. So it was kind of like a rave almost, to where they're playing like like kind of like that rave music. They also play like excuse me. They also play like those like hip hop music, and this is back in 2008. So this was around with like Lil Wayne, Chameleon, Kanye West and all this stuff. And I remember one of the songs was Lollipop when that first came out. Dude, that song was played all the freaking time. Lollipop was everywhere. She licked me like a lollipop. Like that. And of course everyone was just jamming to that and everything. So then I'm down there, I was trying my best not to, join in and everything, but I just kind of, move my body a little bit because everyone else was doing something. And then my friends grabbed me and took them with their kind of like circle, and everything. So then they kind of got me involved dancing and everything. Now, here's one thing too about house parties, or at least back then. And granted, I have no idea if this still happens because, I'm an adult now. I don't, do all that stuff anymore, obviously. But back then, the way that we danced was, either by ourselves or with someone, but there was juking involved. Again, I had no idea if this is still there or not. I had no idea. If there is, hey, let me know, leave in the comments or something. But juking, those having here, again, I'm not sure if this is still, even a term or word used, but basically, the girl is like, on you, she's, grinding her butt, like on your crotch area. That's basically what it was. And again, probably still doing it, but calling it something else. Anyways, so that was happening a lot. And then, remember that one tall girl I mentioned? Okay, so again, thinking of right there, I had no idea what, about her or how she felt about me and everything. All I know was that she was being nice to me, right? But now that I know and everything, no, this girl had a crush on me. No, she liked me, but like I said, later on, I finally realized, no, she actually really liked me. So then she was trying to dance with me and everything, and it was kind of awkward, like I said, because I'm 5'6" and she's like 5'10", so there's like the height difference. And then this is the funny part right here. She tries to juke me, and I like, oh my god, I'm getting like embarrassment right now. Oh my god, I'm getting like secondhand embarrassment or something because this is so awkward. She was trying to do that with me, but like because she was so tall, she had like bent her legs or whatever, so and over here like trying to hold together or something. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm having a good laugh right now. It just, oh my god, I should feel embarrassed while singing this though. But hey, embarrassing moments happen, right? When we're like young and everything. But anyways, so yeah, so then she tried doing that. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying to dance with her, but it wasn't really working out at the moment. So then it basically just kind of stopped after 10 seconds of trying to do it. Anyways, but besides that though, I feel like right there and then a few minutes later, that's when I finally got into it. I finally said, you know what? Screw it, I'm gonna enjoy myself the rest of the night. So then I finally got into dancing. I finally started to talk more and socialize more and all that stuff. And we're having a good time. Um, However, then things went pretty much like 180 from there. And yeah, I mean, hey, if you had a good house party, cool, awesome. This house party turned into a disaster quickly. So I want to say maybe like 15 minutes later or 20 minutes later afterwards, I don't know. Then that's when things started have issues or problems. And what happened was that, well, all of us were like together and just socializing, right? Next thing you know, people started talking and started like getting scared or nervous about something. And we heard that apparently there's like a group of people outside, like getting upset or arguing or whatever, about to be people start a fight. So then that was happening, and we're like, oh wow, And next thing you know, we heard someone screaming, and we're like, what's going on? And then like what happened was that apparently what happened was someone had a gun and just shot it in the air, not at anyone. So yeah, no one got hurt. Thank God for that. No one got hit. No one got shot or so forth. No one, was deceased or so forth. Everyone was fine for the most part. I say most part because they said that yeah, people push each other and so forth. But nothing exactly bad happened. But yeah, someone brought a gun or whatever and just shot in the air as like a warning shot or something like that, or to scare off what was happening. And that's when people just started panicking and freaking out. So you hear people scrambling, kind of screaming, it's like, hey, this and that, so forth. And it was so bad to where my friend, who was like, the hostess, right? She started crying and freaking out, and then pretty much just started having a panic attack because she was like, oh my God, this and that, so forth. I can't believe this is happening. And it was just getting crazy and everything. So then, obviously, when that happened, I don't know who did though, but someone called the cops. So then, literally, like, I want to say 5 minutes later, the cops showed up, or at least like two cars pull up, and then like more cars start pulling up. So the cops are now all over the place. They're trying to find out what's going on. They're like asking questions and everything. People are trying to calm themselves and either are already gone or out of there. It was chaos. It was chaos. And the funny part about all this is that I was totally okay. For some reason, I was not freaking out. I was just like, oh, what's happening? Okay, that's pretty cool. I guess I honestly had no idea why I wasn't even nervous at all, I was just thinking to myself like, oh, well, yeah, this is happening. But I think maybe part of me expected something like this to happen. Not like, this amount of craziness. But I think it's more like, it's a house party. So I assume that, something might happen. There might be a fight, happening or some degree like that, So when this happened, I wasn't surprised at all or fazed by it. I was just like, well, it's a house party, right? So then, when that happens, I, call my well actually I didn't call my dad. My friend called my dad because my dad like he's a great man and everything, to where my friend saw him as like a second father pretty much, or like like a father figure to them. So one of my friends calls him to help us out or try whatever. So and my dad has no idea what's going on, so he rushes, speeds to the house because obviously I'm there, his son, and my friends are there, so he wants to make sure we're all okay, no one got hurt or anything. So he's like rushing, to the house, speeding or whatever. He gets there, and then he talks to the cops there, trying to find out what's going on to see if anyone's hurt or anything and so forth. And then he tries to find us, and then he finds us, and my dad is calm. Because he knows the situation is bad or whatever, so he's trying to calm us down. He's trying to calm everyone down. He's trying to cooperate with the police, to make sure all the kids are safe and this and that so forth. So basically everything went smoothly, actually. So as far as I know, no one got arrested. There wasn't anything like that happen. I'm not sure if that one person who had the gun got caught or anything so forth. I don't know, but again, no one got hurt, no one got shot, so that's good. All I know is that people were still, like scared, nervous, and like just kind of freaking out a bit. And I'm over here like, this is fine. I'm just like right here, and of course my dad comes to me. He asks if I'm okay, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine, and everything, everything's fine. And he's like, I say, okay, cool. And yeah, so then after this happened, I think for like an hour, because then that's when my friend's parents finally got involved. Because I think they were not think about it. Her parents were not there. I think they were like out or something. I forgot. But anyways, so then the cops got contact with my friend's parents, and tell them what was going on and what happened. And then afterwards, then we all left. So then we all get together and we actually go back to my place to like kind of settle down or like calm down and everything. And all I can say is I got home. My friends were kind of like nerve wracked by that and everything, but I was literally the only calm person there. I was like, yeah, that was exciting. They're like, wait, what? I don't know. Again, I'm not a party person. I don't go out and this and that. But I guess like that experience of feeling like a rush or something like that, I was like, ooh, hey, like adrenaline. I think that's what it was. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know. But yeah, and that was my first official house party. And to be honest, that was the last one I've ever been to. Not that like that was like my I was like okay, I'm not going to another house party because of that. Now again, I'm not really much of a party person, so it is what it is. But yeah, but man, like all I can say is what kind of crazy first house party that I was into, to where I got there, wasn't doing much, I was kind of bored. Then I meet this this tall girl who was into me apparently. Again, I didn't notice that until later on, but anyways, and then we started dancing and having a good time. Then all of a sudden, outside you hear it's like boo boo boo. Then it gets crazy, cops get involved. Honestly, it felt like a scene from like a TV show or a movie. It really did. Oh gosh. But anyways, but yeah, that's something that I will never forget. And I mean, like, the only thing I took out of it was my first house party experience. And yeah, like it got so bad to where like the police got involved and that stuff. But otherwise, I mean, was it a good experience, a bad experience? I would say neither. I didn't really get much out of that. Obviously, just the experience of going to a party, just the experience of a party going chaotic, and the experience of it was so bad where the police got involved in this party. But yeah, but that was my experience of my first house party. It was pretty something. Yeah, but anyways, but I hope you enjoyed me sharing this story I have in mind. Did you go to a house party? How was your house party experience? Was it good, bad, something kind of like mine, or worse? I hope not worse. But yeah, but I thank you once again for sitting here or staying up or listening to what I have to say, and I hope you have a blessed day.